Hi, this is Des from the Music Marketing Academy. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. In this video, we're going to be talking about why you as a musician should be using Spotify promo cards. So you might be asking, if you haven't heard of them before, what exactly are they? Spotify promo cards are great customizable little graphics that you can make cards that allow you to share and promote your music. And the great thing is, your fans can also use these as well. You see, the problem with most, not all, musicians forget to market themselves on social media. After all the noise has died down and the fanfare has gone, you've got to market your music. To be honest, this is one of the main reasons why you're on social media, but I think what happens with most musicians is they get sucked down that little rabbit hole. So let's get into the video. But first, hey guys, if you're a musician and you want to learn more about marketing both you and your music, use the link in the description to join over 300 other musicians. There's lots of other cool tips, tricks, and access to a lot of really useful tools. Looking to make money with your music? Then the Music Marketing Academy is just for you. Let's get back to it. There are 2 points to your music journey. There's where you are now, and there's where you want to be. Now, where you are right now is, I want people to stream and buy my music. But where you want to be is lots of people streaming and purchasing your music. Now, to do this, you need to market you, your band, or your brand on a consistent basis. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there is nothing special about Spotify promo cards. To be honest, they're not really gonna change your life. They're really not. But if we're really honest with ourselves, we're quite lazy, aren't we? And the thought of sitting down and, in front of the computer and trying to design graphics, that probably gives you the chills, right? So that's where Spotify promo cards come in. Now, you're not going to win any design awards by designing these Spotify promo cards, but the great thing about it is you can knock these out in a quick 5 or 10 minutes. And the great thing is, once you've produced one, you can then share it to the likes of Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Now, guys, you've got a choice. You can either click the link above and I'll show you exactly from start to finish how to produce one of these Spotify promo cards, or you can just watch the rest of this video. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is go to Spotify for Artists. You're going to have a couple of options. You're going to have either artists or podcasters. Now, I can't show an artist account, but I can show you a podcast one. So I'm going to choose podcasters. And I'm going to try and find my podcast, which is the Music Marketing Academy, and press search. And what it does, it goes away to try and find that podcast. And as you can see, it's the first option here, which is this one. So if we click on it, you can see that it chooses it looks like the landscape mode initially. So we'll just choose a couple of colors, just giving you a few options. And I can only imagine that you're going to get a lot more options as this comes along. This is obviously quite new at the moment. As time goes on, you're going to have a lot more things that you can do. I'll just show you the different aspect ratios. You've got portrait, you've got landscape, and you also got square. So what we're probably going to use is the square option, because that probably looks the best. It looks like it fits everything in. And then if you're happy with that, just click the share button. You've got a couple of choices. You can either hit the share button at the top or the share button at the bottom. And you can either download that file, which will just literally just download that image, or you can copy the URL. And that URL, if you just paste it into the browser, that URL will take you directly to that podcast. And obviously, if you're looking at linking as an artist, it will take you to your playlist, your personal playlist. So you can either download that file, like I said, and as soon as you click that download button, it gives you this image, and all you need to do is just save that image to your desktop, and then you can use that image for whatever social media platforms you want to use it on. Now look, I'm really curious actually, have you actually started using these yet? If you have, please leave a comment down below. I'll be really interested to see how you've got on. So how often should you use these promo cards? I recommend using the 90-10 method, which is 90% of your content is content for your fans, and the other 10% is using the Spotify promo cards or promoting other things like Apple Music or even SoundCloud. So what benefit is this? Since so many musicians forget to market their music online, they get sucked down the rabbit hole like I mentioned earlier, I would actually recommend that you schedule these promo cards to go out ahead of time. And for that, we would use scheduling tools. So let's show you how to do that. But for this, we're going to use a square. Then from here, you click on the download file. And what it does, it brings up an image. You right click and save as. And then you just save it into a folder of your choice on your desktop. give it a file name, click save, and then what we're going to do is copy the URL. And obviously you've got a choice of whether you actually save it to Twitter or Facebook from there, but if not, then we'll use TweetDeck. It's going to add in the image, copy the URL here, and then from here we're just going to add in some details, so just give it a little bit of a description for the tweet. And this is us scheduling the tweet ahead of time, so we use TweetDeck to do this. Just make sure these details are correct, fill in the description of that image, and then from here we need to actually schedule it. So what we'll do is we'll actually find out what time we want to schedule it for, choose a date and time, and then we can schedule this to go out ahead of time. So once you're happy with that, click on tweet, and what that should do is that should actually schedule that now to go out for that time. And if you want to do a second one, you just repeat the same process as what you did before. Choose a date, choose a time, click on save, and then what we should be able to do is see in advance when those tweets are actually going out on TweetDeck. Now for Facebook, it's again very simple. You just upload the image, do exactly the same thing that we did before, just paste the URL, paste the contents or description that you want, and then from here we can again schedule. You can either post it if you want to post it straight away, or we can schedule it to go out in advance. Again, exactly the same process. Just open the image file that you want to use, choose the image, and then again just paste in the description and the URL. And this is how you schedule ahead of time with Facebook. Make sure the spacing is correct, make sure it's going out, scheduling it ahead of time, choose a date, choose a time, and then click schedule. So that's now, that should be now scheduled to go out at that time on Facebook. And then lastly, I'm going to show you on Instagram. I use Hootsuite to schedule on Instagram. So again, same sort of principle. You basically upload the image file, paste in the description and the URL. With Instagram, there aren't any clickable URLs in the caption. So what you need to do, delete the URL and then literally just paste in a call to action, which is basically click the link in your bio. And for that, you'll obviously need to make sure that link is in your bio, that URL that you saved from Spotify. Schedule the time, click schedule, and that's it. That's all scheduled for Instagram. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell notification so you don't miss anything. Also, I'm really curious if you've actually started using these Spotify promo cards yet. Now, if you have, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. So let's go over through these benefits again. They're quick and easy to set up. You can customize them by changing the color of the cards, but obviously that's limited at the moment. You can customize the size and shape of these cards from landscape, vertical, or square. You can link to either yourself as an artist, playlist, or individual track. So do you think you can actually make use of these, and what platform would you use? Let me know down below. So if you want to learn about marketing either you or your band or your brand on Spotify, I'll leave a link on this page and also a recommended video from YouTube. And if you'd like this video, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell notification so you don't miss anything. There's also a link in the description to my private Facebook group where you can join other ambitious marketers, learn all about marketing your music online. So guys, that's all I've got time for. I really look forward to seeing you in the next video.